Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Norway. It's actually very, very cold today. I think it's the coldest day I've had since I've been here. Clear skies, clearish, enough clouds in them to get hopefully a nice sunset. Now it's about half an hour to 45 minutes before sunset. I've been at the location for about 3 hours really. It's Flagstaff, I think it's called. Flagstack maybe. I can't remember 100%. I don't think that's what the beach is called, but I will write it up, and you've probably seen it already, so you know where I'm coming from. I've been here for about 3 hours, like I was saying, and it was some really nice light on one of the mountain ranges there, which is opposite the beach. And if you saw a video I did a few days ago when I just stopped by this beach, I didn't know what it was called. It is the same location I'm at, and there's this really nice kind of mountain the other side of the kind of water that you can get pictures of. But yeah, I'm going to make my way down the beach now, obviously take you with me. We'll get a few locations set up, try and get some nice shots. When I was here a few days ago, I found one with some colours in the water, one with some reflections, and one with a few rocks and stuff. So I'm going to be looking for some more locations like that today, or this evening, try and get a few set up while I've got a bit of light, and then shooting into obviously the sunset, hopefully going to capture some of those lights up there. Some of the kind of clouds above the mountain. Now it is very busy here at the moment. There's a coach that's just pulled up to the left of me here. You just obviously see the wheel. There's probably hundreds of people that have kind of clambered out of that, so it's going to be busy on the beach, but we'll see what we can find, we'll see what we can set up, and I'll catch up with you in a few minutes down there. Right guys, I'm down at that location now, the first composition I've come to, and it's absolutely stunning. I'm really glad that I came back to this beach to shoot these. Got a really nice setup on the back of the camera now. It's using these really nice lines, these kind of coal lines and patterns in this stream that comes down here, and just shooting onto the mountain range here, which is starting to get, I wouldn't say any colour yet, but it's starting to get some nice soft pastels. They're a bit blue. We're probably about half an hour away from sunset now, so starting to get into that kind of softer tones and that kind of nicer light. Now this pitch on the back is absolutely beautiful. It's a really kind of Arctic picture with all the snow in the background, and the reflections, or should I say the glare that's in the coal stained sand, is actually quite nice. Although it's something that'd normally annoy me, having the glare on it, not being able to see those patterns, it's actually working really well with the back of the mountain range, because the mountain range is obviously very white. The sky's very white at the moment, or white to a degree of soft pastels, and in the ground we've got enough definition in the very beginning of the frame to show the patterns, and then as it kind of spreads out it glares, and that glare is meeting in with kind of the soft white of the mountains and stuff behind it, so it's working really well. I do have a polarizer on it. It is reducing the glare at the front of the frame, but it's not doing too much to help it in the back. Now the good news at the moment, my quality tripod repair from my epoxy resin, which I'll talk through now actually, because I've not mentioned it. In the last video you saw my tripod was knackered, it broke, and I had to kind of hold the tripod on. I tried fixing it before with some Gorilla Glue, but it didn't work. Basically yesterday I dropped the tripod and the bolt that holds the plate on top of the ball head sheared off. I went to a hardware store, really good hardware store, and they really helped me out trying to get the bolt out so we can put a new one in, but it was seized solid. It's probably been in there for about 3 years, and all the rain, every time I shoot with it, it's probably kind of got in the thread and seized the bolt solid. I've got some Gorilla Glue with me anyway. I couldn't really get it to set properly. I think it's just too cold in Norway to set it. So this morning midday I went and got some epoxy resin. I've resined it, and at the moment, fingers crossed, it's kind of holding up until I can get home and get hold of another ball head. I'll show you, hopefully it'll expose properly, but I'll try and show you the back of the camera so you can see the image I'm getting. It's come out quite well actually. So getting these really nice patterns here, going up to this nice soft tones where the glare kind of comes into the scene. Then we've got the mountain range and the kind of cloud at the moment, which is looking very purpley, very soft tones, but looking really nice. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a few shots here now, a few different compositions, and then I'm probably going to be making my way further down the beach. That being said, I do really like what I'm getting here at the moment, so it would be a shame to lose this for sunset, but I think there's so much stuff to explore here. If I go down a bit later and don't find anything, or when the sun's kicking off, I'll probably go a bit of a mad rush and try and get to every location I've done beforehand. Yeah, so I'll just go through my settings quickly. Now I've got a polarizer on, which is essential for anything like this. When you've got water with patterns underneath it, you need a polarizer to try and cut as much glare out as you can. I'm also shooting with a soft grad just to bring that sky down. Without the soft grad, you can't see the sky. There's so much glare in this water. Without the soft grad on there, that sky is just overblown. And I'm shooting with my 16-35mm lens. Now the bad news is I did the mistake earlier of leaving the top of the bag flap a bit too loose, a bit too open, when I was flipping around to put the bag on its rain cover, because the sand's quite wet here where the bag is on. Unfortunately my lens rolled out on the sand, so I now have a 24-105mm lens that is covered in wet sand, so it's not going to be fun when I get back to the car trying to get all that sand off without scratching it. The lens cap was on it and everything, so hopefully it's kept it out the optics, but I know it's going to be a nightmare getting off the lens. I might just put it on the heater and dry it out first and then try and dust it off. But yeah, apart from that hazard, everything's going okay at the moment. Now I'm not shooting overexposed or anything at the moment. There's no really snow in the scene, but you need to take care of that. It's all in the background. Yeah, cool picture, nice location. Get this one in the bag and then I'll shoot down the beach a bit later once you've seen these shots, and I'll catch up with you then.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky.
So I'm set up at the third location, or third scene really now. It's bitterly cold. I think it's the coldest day I've had here so far. I have a heated jacket or vest thing, type body warmer thing I wear sometimes, which has a battery pack. It's actually alright. I've had it about 2 years and it still isn't broken, which I'm surprised. I normally wear that when I'm out shooting. It's the first day I've had to have it in Norway actually. Normally this coat, my other coat, and just a jumper underneath is normally warm enough. I'm fully gloved up today as well. It is very cold. Now this is the kind of location, so you've got these nice reflections, just kind of created by the sea coming in. Now forgive me if you watched the video from a few weeks ago, you would have seen all these locations already, but today's just about shooting them in different light really, and trying to get some nice sunset colours, which we're probably not going to get, although we do have a few nice soft pastels. Now the first shot here, I'm going for a very, very simplistic shot. So the first shot now, I'm doing a really simplistic shot. It's quite long exposure. I'm doing a portrait, as you can tell, and I've got the mountain range here right at the top of the frame. Just a tiny bit of definition in the clouds, and this really nice reflections going to this soft blue coming down to the bottom of the frame. Really nice image, really nice soft pastels in the sand and the sky, just with some nice definition on the actual peak there. So I'm really liking how that's coming out. That's the first shot. What I'm going to do is move that composition around slightly and just make it so that it's that kind of image at the bottom of the frame, at the top of the frame. So I'll do that now, and then I can talk through the settings as it does it. Right, I'm going to move that up so it's kind of on the lower thirds now. Do exactly the same image. I'm going to bring the exposure metering down on it, or the spot meter on, so it's at the bottom now on the mountain. Right, now that's showing an ISO of 100 f14. I don't really need f14 on that, to be honest. It's a bit too high, so I'm going to bring that down. All that's going to do is reduce the quality in the image. So I'm going to come down to f11, still ISO 100. That's giving me a 13-second image. I'll take that now, and then what I'm going to be doing is going on to do some landscape shots, see how they come out. Hopefully the light will catch. I'm still not sure yet. Still quite a few people down here walking around. It's quite nice earlier because there's a surfer walking past as well, but it's one of those things at the moment, it's so dark, you can't really get any kind of detailed shots of things that are moving. So yeah, I'll set these up now, probably call it quits from this location, to be honest. Once I've got that landscape set up, taking the image, I'll probably just have an explore then without videoing anything else, and see what I can come up with. Probably not too much, it's getting a bit darker. There are some other reflection shots which I think can be had a bit closer to it down here, but it's going to be much the same as this really. So I'll stop talking there, stop rabbiting on. Thank you very much for watching this one. As I said earlier, sorry it's one not focusing. Sorry it's very similar to one a few days ago, but I hope you enjoy the images from it. I hope you like them. I really do, especially those Arctic ones down there with a bit of the ice in the scene. I think they should come out quite nicely. Thanks again for watching. If you have liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I've got a few more days left in Norway. It's Tuesday today and I'm flying back Friday. Hopefully going to get to a few more locations, a few more vlogs, a few more images. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.